Hi friends! I'm going to read you another story today, and it's about a hippopotamus. The hippopotamus's name is Fiona. This is about a real hippopotamus that was born at the Cincinnati Zoo. So this is something you could go research about as well with your parents, your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, whoever you're living with at the time. The story is called Fiona the Hippo by Richard Cowdery. Inside a storybook, it's called a book flap. This book flap talks about Fiona. See the real picture of Fiona, the hippopotamus? This gives information about Fiona before you start the story. So I'm going to read a little bit of the book flap before we start our story. Fiona was born prematurely. That means that she was born earlier than she was supposed to be born. She had a lot of determination and lots of love and support from her caregivers, so she grew up happy and healthy. With every challenge or struggle or something that she had a hard time doing, Fiona would let out a snort, wiggled her ears, and said, "I've got this," and she did. Fiona the Hippo. On a cold winter's night, a baby hippo was born. Have you heard? She's here. Already? Yes. I haven't seen her. Have you seen her? The animals are all talking in the story. In Miss Kara's books that we have been reading and that we have been also listening to, the animals in the story use speech bubbles to talk to one another. This story uses quotes. See the little dots at the beginning of the sentence and at the end of the sentence? That shows that someone is talking in the story. This is something that you could use in your stories as well when you write your books. Her name was Fiona, and she arrived earlier than expected. The zookeepers snuggled her and loved her, and the whole world watched. See on the camera it says, "Alert! Baby hippo born." "There she is. Really cute and kind of slimy," said Ostrich. And she and her friends peeked at the littlest hippo in the world. See the ostrich in the window? That's a bird. And then all the other animals are watching too. Fiona had to learn to eat from a bottle, just like other babies in the zoo. And when she was ready, she let out a snort, wiggled her ears, and said, "I've got this." And burp, she did. Story. Fiona grew stronger, and it was time to learn to walk, just like other babies in the zoo. And when she was ready, she let out a snort, wiggled her ears, and said, "I've got this." And wobble, wobble, plop, she tried over and over until she did. See, Fiona is persevering right now. Walking is something that is hard for her, but she's working very hard to be able to do it. And she's not giving up. And she did it. Little Fiona grew bigger still. It was time to learn to swim, just like other babies in the zoo. And when she was ready, she let out a snort, wiggled her ears, and said, "I've got this." And step by step, what do you think she's going to do? My guess is that she's going to jump into the water. Let's see. Splash! She did! She looks very happy in this picture. The otters don't look so happy because she's splashing, though. That was kind of unexpected, I think, for the otters. They didn't know she was going to jump in and make all the water come out of the pool. Fiona grew and grew and got stronger. And the animals at the zoo were so proud. "Look at our baby, so roly-poly. When can she come out to play?" But Fiona was busy. She was growing and learning about new things every day. Like bubbles. As the animals in the zoo watched and the zookeepers watched, the whole world watched Fiona too. Soon the little hippo had a mountain of fan mail that said, "Congratulations, Fiona. You are amazing. You are amazing, and we love you, little baby hippo." See all the mail and the balloons. Then one day, after she was done eating and walking and swimming, Fiona said, "I want to be in the water with them." Who do you think them is? She looked at the two big hippos swimming in the pool. "I want my mama and daddy." Fiona was finally strong enough to swim with her parents, and she was ready. She let out a snort, wiggled her ears, and said, "I've got this." And she swam with her mama for the first time. "Wow, will my teeth get that big?" she asked excitedly. See the teeth? Fiona went swimming with her daddy too. "Wow, will my bottom get that big?" she giggled playfully. Fiona loved her family, and life was good for the little hippo. Can you find Fiona in this picture? But something was missing. As much as Fiona loved her mama and daddy, she wanted something more. I wish I had some friends to play with, she said. Did you hear that? It's our turn to play with the baby. It's about time. Those are all the animals talking to one another about playing with Fiona. They're very excited. And one by one, the animals joined their new friend Fiona for the biggest pool party the zoo had ever seen. That night, Fiona snuggled up with her family. She was bigger, she was stronger, she was happy, and Fiona was loved. Go to sleep, little hippo, said her mama. Your next big adventure is right around the corner. As Fiona drifted off to sleep, she whispered, I've got this. And she did. And this is the end flap, and it talks about the author of the story. Now what you can do is maybe make a letter or a drawing for Fiona, telling her how proud you are of her accomplishments that she's done. Everything that she persevered through, you could make a letter or a drawing about. Also, maybe you could research Fiona and maybe see some real videos about Fiona. But I want you to make sure that you're with an adult when you're looking at the videos. Okay? I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.